is how we are proceeding and when we will finish. I'll get to that in a moment, but first I want to talk about last night. Last night was so historic for us to hear President Zelenskyy. It's been a momentous week for our democracy. Yesterday was my high honor to welcome President Zelenskyy of Ukraine here in the United States Capitol. He delivered a magnificent, awe-inspiring speech, I think all would agree, and the courage, heroism, and determination of the Ukrainian people shone through. It was moving to hear his report on the front lines of war from which he had just come from the front lines, sharing with us the valor by citizen and soldier alike. He always said the people were on the forefront of this, and the soldiers came to reinforce it, and declaring that at all odds, Ukraine still stood. In keeping with our special focus of the week, the excellent work, this is an enormous undertaking, the omnibus package, takes strong steps to defend democracy. Included in legislation another round of security, economic, and humanitarian aid for Ukraine. As President Zelenskyy said last night, this money is not charity. It is an investment in global security and democracy. Indeed, it is a worthwhile investment, and our bipartisan, bicameral support must continue because the battle for Ukraine is a battle for democracy itself. Most people don't know that veterans fall under the domestic agenda. It is a consequence of war, it is a part of our security, but it is not included in the defense budget. So when we're fighting for a bigger defense number, it is also to accommodate meeting the needs of our veterans, and we want to honor them every chance we get. And this year, the PACT Act was something historic and needs to be funded. That will take some more time, but we do have funding in this bill for it, too. It's our hope the Senate will swiftly pass this package. Again, my delay related to how we see what will happen there on certain amendments, when we would get the bill, how much time it takes once it's passed to come over here. I know you're interested in schedule, so that's why I'm being more specific in the details there. Our hope would be that if it was finished this afternoon, it takes us about 5 hours to get the bill. We go to rules, we could pass it tonight. That would be our hope. But we're, shall we say, waiting to see how long the debate goes there. This, the important purpose, in my view, of last night, and that's why I'm glad the President spoke in English, was to deliver a message to the American people of appreciation, of gratitude, and of connection in terms of being about democracy, theirs and ours. So it was an important message for our country. The response that he received from the members of Congress was overwhelming. It was overwhelming, and that was an important message for his people, for our people to see, for Ukrainians to see, for Russians to see, and for our allies to see. It was the connection between our two countries, the commitment to democracy that we associate ourselves with in terms of the courage of the people of Ukraine. Oh, you were talking about China. I thought you were talking about Russia. Yeah, China can see that as well. That's a whole other subject. That's another press conference for whoever wants to take that up. But China, you know, I've been on the China case since Tiananmen Square. Even before that, I had met with His Holiness the Dalai Lama and had concerns about treatment in Tibet and then when Tiananmen Square came, we were more active in terms of the trade, proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, human rights, and all that, and the rest of that. Interesting to see how China calibrates its activities with Russia in all of this. But I think it was an important message.